All right. Hi, guys. It's Mr. G. Unfortunately, due to unforeseen circumstances, this is how we're going to be doing our social skills lessons during the shutdown. I know you guys probably want to be at school, and I know you might be going a little stir crazy at home, but this is really for the best. We are making sure that none of us get sick and we don't get anyone else sick, and everyone just stays healthy. So what you need to do is do exactly what you're doing, no matter how long this takes. So I know your teacher and I, we both really appreciate your efforts here, and we want you to continue keeping it up. And so I will try to get a couple of these videos out each week so you can enjoy them. We will be doing the same program that I was doing before we left off for break, and you'll be able to keep up with our stuff from there. So what you'll see during a lot of these videos is me sharing a screen, me sharing my actual screen on my computer, just like we would see in the class. So I will be most of the time being a little bit square in the corner, and you'll be seeing the screen most of the time. Anytime that I ask you to write something down, it'd be a good idea to pause the video and get a notebook and a pen or a whiteboard and a dry erase marker so you can write along. And I will usually say, okay, at this point, you need to go get something to write on. And I'll probably pause for 30 seconds or maybe 5 seconds. Then you can pause the video, go get whatever you need and come back. I will be asking you to share. So what I'll do is I will pose a question or a comment, and I'll do kind of like Dora the Explorer, where I'll say, okay, now it's your turn. And I'll wait like a couple seconds, and then I will share what I say. So that will give you time to think about what it is you were going to say, maybe with a parent or a guardian or something like that. And you have an opportunity to share it as if you were in the class. So I guess we can continue on. So last time I was with you guys, we started talking about anger management. And we're going to continue that. I'm going to step right back to the lesson I did right before we went on break. So that way we can continue this all the way through. So what we talked about last time was some calming down strategies, okay? And you're going to see this poster in several of our coming up lessons. So you may want to pause the video and look at this. So some calming down strategies. The first thing you need to do is notice that you are upset. You need to recognize your emotion. So you may be, at that point, you need to kind of hit the pause button on yourself and say, whoa, I am upset. So you need to notice you are feeling a certain way. Maybe you're crying. Maybe you're jealous. Maybe you're frustrated. I don't know. But whatever that emotion you're feeling, you need to kind of recognize, I'm feeling a certain way. You need to pause and think twice. So think about what you might do. I don't want you to lash out and hit someone or hit yourself or break something. So we need to notice that we may have a feeling. We need to pause. We need to find a signal. Maybe we're saying, ooh, pause for just a second, or hold on, let me think about this, or stop, think. So whatever it is you need to work with yourself or your parent to help you recognize your feelings, do so. And then you need to use that each time you start to feel an emotion. So you need to think twice, and then we're going to calm down if necessary. There may be times where just by thinking about your emotions, you calm yourself down. So it may be that you realize you're like, oh, I am upset. And that very action of thinking that you're upset may calm yourself down. It may take more than that. You may need to recognize you are feeling a certain way, pause, think about it, and then use a strategy. So you may say, oh, stop. Okay. I am angry. I need to calm down. And then you start using a strategy. Maybe you're counting. Some people count backwards from 100. Some people count backwards from 10. Some people walk. Go take a little walk, which is going to be a strategy we're going to see later. Maybe you need to go play basketball for a minute. Maybe you need to, go hit a baseball. Whatever it is you need to do. The easiest thing you can do, don't tell anyone, just just leave the room. If you're in a safe area, just go away. If your mom or dad or sibling are making you upset, you pause and go, I need to get out of this, and just leave. And then come back when you're ready. Don't do it in an unsafe situation, but do it where you're in control and you can safely leave the area, okay? And then sometimes you may want to reflect. You may want to look back and go, okay, I realized I was upset. I paused, I calmed down, and now I'm better. You don't always have to reflect, but it may be good to think about what just happened. It may be an adult that's doing it with you. Maybe an adult is helping you reflect as to what happened. So those are just some strategies. And, we want to keep thinking about those as we mature because, like I've been saying in class all year long, you guys are bigger and it's expected that you can control yourself even when you're upset. And we can't use any disability or any kind of excuse. We're in charge of ourselves. You're big kids now. So it's important to start recognizing when you are feeling upset. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get into the lesson, and you're going to see me share. I have to share my screen. And so I'm going to actually bring it up on my computer here, and you're going to see my big, lovely face get a little smaller. Okay. So I'm going to do that right now. I feel like I'm really old, like an old person. Okay. So do this right here. All right. Let's see. Oh, yep, there I am. Okay, good. So now here's our lesson. Let's look at this screen. It says, I know you're anxious, but what are you doing? And he says, yoga. So what is the character in the middle doing? Yes, he's doing yoga, but why is he trying to calm down? Yeah. One of his classmates says, it's test time. And so he's trying to calm down so he can focus on the test. Maybe he's going to panic. Maybe he's frustrated. Maybe he's scared about taking the test. So he's doing something he can do to calm down. Now, of course, this is a kind of a silly cartoon. Your teacher would not expect you to climb on top of your desk and get into this weird lotus-looking position when it's time to take a test. So, but maybe you sit at your test and you'll take your test, just push it away, and you put your head up and you go, I'm just relaxing for a second. You compose yourself. So this guy obviously thought about the staying in control poster and was able to notice that he was stressed. He said, I don't want to take this test. But, he can't get upset. He can't throw things. He can't, bang his desk. So he noticed he was upset. He probably paused. And then he thought about a way to calm down. And his way to calm down was to do some yoga. By the way, I do yoga. I love yoga. I hope you do as well. Yoga can be very fun. There are plenty of yoga yoga videos on the YouTube. I know the Galactic Kids or whatever it's called. That is a really popular yoga series for kids. So maybe try that. So so he's just doing the yoga. So, he recognized those feelings and he went ahead and did what he had to calm down. Okay. So I'm going to forward this here. In this lesson, we're going to learn these strategies. We're going to learn these 5 strategies. We're going to learn how to do something physically active. Maybe we'll think about how to do something relaxing if we're stressed. We're going to think about something else. We're going to use centered breathing, and we're going to use some positive self-talk. The next lesson we do will be all about positive self-talk, and I'm telling you, it's very important. I know it may not feel like it is very important, but it is. All right. So now I need you to go get something to write with and something to write on. And I want you to jot down some things that you do to calm down that maybe are physically active and something relaxing. So go ahead and pause the video now and go get those and come back, okay? All right, so what are some things that you wrote down that are physically active you can do to calm down? So those are actions that we're doing to kind of bring down our heart rate, bring down our level of frustration. Something that I like to do that's physically active to calm me down happens to be yoga. It can be, I like to go for a walk. I am lucky and I have a lake near my house and I go walk around the lake. I also fish. I love fishing. My goodness, I love fishing. As weird as it sounds, another thing that I do to calm me down is to actually, I just clean. I'll just take some of the disorder in my room and I'll organize it. And that act of thinking about my space and thinking about how to clean it can calm me down. That may be you as well. Um, One thing that some kids may mention, and you may remember me saying this in class, is for the physically active, like punching things and attacking things and raging, if you will. Um, those, while they may seem okay, that it can actually heighten how fast you are going up. It can actually cause you to become more frustrated and more upset. And I don't want that. I don't want you to do those kinds of things. So you're thinking about things that can actually calm you down. And if you want to go ahead and write about those in this, like in the comment section, you can. I think that'd be great in the comment section on the classroom page. If you want to write them on the comment section on the video, you can. That'd be great. But if you do it in a classroom, online classroom, that'll work as well. Okay, so just think about those things you do to calm down. Now, those things that are relaxing, you can combine some of those things. It could be the yoga. Maybe you are laying down, that can be relaxing. Maybe you're folding clothes, maybe you're making some outfits. So whatever you wrote down, as long as they are genuinely there to relax you, you're not wrong. You need to know that. It's not wrong. It's just, that's yours. And you get to own, make myself a little bigger here. There we go. You get to own that. It is yours. You can't be wrong as long as what you're doing actually does relax you. Okay. So that's that. All right. Now let's look at the next slide here. All right. Now we're looking, I'm a little bit. I'm a little bit back. All right. I can't leave it alone. Just can't leave it alone. All right. All right. So now our calming down strategies. So our third thing on our list is something that can calm you down. That distracts you from some kind of a strong emotion. It can be as simple as counting to 10 or counting backward. You can also think about something positive you do, such as a happy memory or a place you like to be. That is just thinking about something else. I like to say, like, your happy place. What is your happy? What makes you happy? What are those things that make you happy? Maybe it's playing with a kitty cat. Maybe it's watching videos or playing video games or just not being at school. Something that can make you happy that you can use to kind of help you relax. Okay. Okay. So now I want to try to show a video called The Free Throw. We're going to look at some deep breathing. It's very effective. And we're going to watch how a young man uses some deep breathing. Okay. See if I can get this to play. Full screen it here. Hide me for the moment.
I had to make this foul shot. My team was counting on me. I felt a lot of pressure because the other team's friends were being noisy and trying very hard to distract me. My parents and friends were even watching too. But I had to get centered and make the shot. So I started doing this technique I started learning for breathing. I just stopped, settled, and breathed deeply into my stomach a couple of times like this. You slowly breathe in through your nose, and your stomach moves outward. Then you exhale slowly through your mouth. Repeat this a few times, and it will really calm you down. And here's why. When you take long, deep breaths from your diaphragm, you stimulate a nerve that controls your heartbeat. The vagus nerve goes all the way from your brainstem, past your heart, and through your gut. Taking deep breaths and exhaling stimulates this nerve where it passes your diaphragm muscles and signals your heart to slow down. When you start to calm down, you can think and focus more clearly. It just took a moment to do the deep breathing, and no one even noticed I was doing it. I got really centered and focused. And I made the shot.
Okay, so in that video, we saw that young man was stressed out. He was scared about making the shot, and he took some big, deep breaths. And I know that's something you guys learned in previous classes, but we're going to practice these techniques we see on the screen now. If you are frustrated, just closing your eyes and taking those big, deep breaths that forces your brain to think about your heart rate can really help you calm down. So let's look at the screen here. It says, slowly breathe through your nose into the lower part of your lungs. So okay. So then you feel your stomach moving out when you breathe in. So this is such a deep breath that you can almost feel it at the bottom of your lungs. So you're not just breathing in. No, we are taking a big deep breath. Maybe you're counting to 5 or 6. That's how long this breath should take. And then you're going to breathe out slowly through your mouth. Point of caution here, make sure you have a nice clean breath. If you're doing this around someone else and you got some funky breath, you're going to cause them to have strong emotions. So good oral hygiene, kids. Okay, so let's practice together. So you breathe in. So I could feel that down in my chest. I can almost feel like my lungs were almost burning. I was breathing. I was taking in so much air. And I felt my stomach actually move out. And then you're slowly breathing out. You can actually feel yourself slowing down because you're forcing your heart rate to slow down when you do that. So if you're upset, a very easy technique is to breathe in nice and slow and let it out. And that's a technique in yoga. So if you've done the yoga, you know that it's easy to do. So I want you to pause. I want you to practice doing this breathing. So remember, you're breathing in through your nose. With your mouth. So nice big breaths. So I want you to pause that, take like 5, and come back. I'll be here waiting because I'm kind of stuck on your screen anyway. Go. Hey, welcome back. So now, we did the centered breathing, and it's a very useful kind of breathing to use when you're upset because no one really knows you're doing it unless you're like, no one knows you're just breathing. You're just breathing. It's natural. Just breathing, right? So no one knows you're doing it. It's just there happening. And it can cause you to easily center yourself. You can do it anywhere, at your desk, at home, in the bathroom, outside, in the car, at the dinner table, I don't know, on the carpet, next to your cat, I don't know, anywhere. You can do it anywhere. Can't go wrong with it. All right. So while yoga is very cool, it's distracting in class. So let's go back to the very first one. See if I can go back here. All right. So had this young man done centered breathing instead of doing yoga, his classmate next to him would never have known. And so he's kind of disrupting things by doing yoga, but it helped him out, But if you want to do the centered breathing, it can help you calm down, and no one in class will know. No one in class will be aware, and it's just you and him. It's just you and yourself. So, can't go wrong. All right. So, we talked about doing something physically active if you get stressed. I talked about doing something relaxing if you get stressed. Think about something else. That's your happy place. And then using centered breathing. All right. Next time we're going to talk about using self-talk to calm down. So we're going to think about those other strategies we're going to do. So, practice these. If you have questions, I'll be around. Just shoot me an email or a message or a smoke signal or carrier pigeon or something. All right. But until then, I'm gonna get rid of that nonsense. All right. So, but until then, I want you to, be safe, have fun, and keep rocking. Thanks.